I spoke to one boy who basically said that because all females want to do is falsely accuse men of rape, well, he might as well rape in real life anyway. It never fails to shock me, really, the kind of things that I hear. I'm an English teacher, a secondary school English teacher. When I'm not doing that, I spend a lot of my time going around the country speaking to young lads about toxic masculinity, misogyny, sexual harassment. And so what you are seeing in the schools that I visit is misogyny has kind of gone mainstream. I hear boys giving opinions that women are inferior, referring to female students as numbers based on their physical attractiveness, boys saying to their female teachers, I'm going to rape you. But I guess the more insidious stuff is just that kind of casual misogyny, jokes, rape jokes. I guess it's sadly kind of inevitable that a lot of boys parrot the kind of misogynistic content that is being pushed in their direction by the algorithms on these social media sites.
Female are barely sentient.
A lot of toxic male influencers kind of tell boys is that society doesn't care about them. And if they want to take the power back, then part of that means treating women as inferior. And boys who are struggling to navigate adolescence and all that comes with that are consuming a lot of this. And lonely, confused, vulnerable young men on that sort of content provide not only an explanation for their failure, but also a way out of that state of failure. And it's not just dark places on the internet. You only have to think about some of the most powerful people in the world. Is it any wonder then that routine misogyny becomes, I guess, acceptable for some boys? I think it's really important that we do remember what's happening for the female victims. Research shows that 1 in 3 girls has been the victim of sexual harassment during her time at secondary school. And the saddest thing of all is actually only 14% of girls who have been sexually harassed and have ever reported it. Tackling misogyny is the start of tackling rape culture, and something needs to change. In terms of what schools can do, firstly, they need to educate young people about misogyny, toxic influencers or algorithms, gender politics and sexual politics in lessons taught by teachers who are trained to teach it, and empower kids to call each other out. Because the reality is the objectification of women are bonding tools for some men. The final thing is really recognise that boys' mental health is important. Boys who do not love themselves, boys who only feel validated in terms of female approval, they're not happy boys. If we support those men, we can perhaps educate them. I do the work I do, going into schools because, I wish I had it for myself. As an adult man, I cringe at the way I've spoken about and treated women in the past. It takes a lot of work to get to a place where you can reflect on that behaviour. I'm hopeful for the future.